talking about our topics, we should be playing dominoes. That way we have something to do while you're talking about topics and stuff like that. That's where it's like like not silence in the background. It feels more like natural.
Okay.
It's just an
Yeah.
idea. Maybe we could talk about that later on though. What's up, boys? How we feeling?
Wait,
How
wait,
we
wait, wait,
feeling?
wait. I'm feeling great, but I see a certain name behind Matt Rod's name. Like, what's that, bro? Yeah, last week was Thank You Lesnar. The other week was Matt Rod Lesnar, and now it's Matt Rod
Oh, this week
him. It's Matt Rod him.
LeBron is making some headlines talking about the
The
goat,
truth. The
the
Yeah.
truth.
goat. So I
No,
gotta.
wait. He was talking about himself. I didn't hear him talking about himself. I thought he was talking about the second one,
Oh,
the guy behind him.
yeah. Hmm.
So
Yeah,
should we get into it? Get into it.
let's do it.
I'm ready.
All right, so
How
let's
are
talk
you?
about it. So we're gonna talk about the NBA playoffs, round one. Have a little discussion about each series. Talk about Raph's Mets, how the ticket sales aren't doing the greatest right now. Talk about the OTC taking on the Samoan Werewolf. The only thing exciting going in WWE right now. But before we talk about any of that, we have a little quote from one King James
Hmm.
coming out. In a recent interview, they were talking about him compared to Michael Jordan, and basically talked about how he was proud to wear the number 23 and hope he made Michael Jordan proud. But their games aren't the same. They don't really play similar. Michael Jordan is always looking to shoot first, while LeBron James is always looking to pass. So what really caught the eyes is this quote right here. There are a lot of things that we were able to say. My game is a lot different and a little better than his. A little better than his. But shit, he was fucking great. We're both great. We're both great basketball players. So, in the quote here, it kind of seemed that LeBron James is sideswiping that he is more skilled than Michael Jordan. Maybe different, perhaps a little bit better. So, Matt, we'll start with you in this topic. Any comment from about LeBron's quote? And do you think that he has a better game than Michael Jordan?
Jay, LeBron plays tonight, has a chance to move on to the next round. And way to go, LeBron, making some great headlines in these playoffs for yourself as usual, because there's got to be some story going on with LeBron every year come playoff time. And this is just another example, J Rod, of LeBron being the diva that he is.
I'm literally right here too.
Attention drawing. That's just who LeBron is. Look, LeBron wore the number 23 from Michael Jeffrey Jordan. He wanted to be like Mike. Everybody wanted to be like Mike. That's fair. And he just says, I'm a little bit better, Ref. He says, I'm a little bit better. And that's just not true. That's just not true. And why does LeBron pick this time to why now? Why does LeBron have to do this right now? Why every few years does LeBron come out and remember he was like, "Oh, after the 2016 finals and that comeback, that's when I realized, yeah, I'm just the greatest of all time." Why not just let us and the fans and everybody debate about it? Michael Jordan doesn't go around saying I'm the GOAT. Does he do that now at his old age at 60? He doesn't go anywhere and say he's just to himself. And here's LeBron having to self-proclaim it, J Rod. I think if you're the true GOAT, it should be acknowledged by others, not having to be forced like LeBron James is having everybody believe that he is the GOAT. That's just me, Raf. That's just me.
Raph, care to respond to Matt Rod's claim that LeBron James is just a prima donna?
Fair speech. Fair speech. Um, I was gonna say fine speech, but it wasn't fine at all. It was fair at best. You know, Jay, LeBron can walk on water. Matthew would say, "Oh, Jesus did it first," and it's
That
fine.
wasn't even me.
It's fine
That
because
wasn't even me.
anything to discredit LeBron is what he's gonna do. As you guys both know, I was at first on the Jordan side, And not once have I ever disrespected Michael Jeffrey Jordan, as Matthew and Skip Bayless say. But it seems to me, Jay, that every single time that these petty and insecure Jordan fans see that LeBron says something, all of a sudden it's, oh, he has to make everything about himself. Oh, he's a pass first. He's this and that. But listen, Matt, at the end of the day, he was sat down for an interview and they asked him the question, right? And to me, I think it was well said by Braun. I think that he made a great point, and you know it too, Matt, that they have different styles of play. They are two different players, and at the end of the day, he did say, yes, I think I am better than him, but he said that people should just acknowledge greatness rather than compare them. And I think that's a great point. But us as sports fans, we're always going to compare. It's just how we are, and that's okay, right? But, you know, Stephen A. Smith, Matt's guy, the other day said, oh, well, let's not even talk about Jordan's Wizards years. And it just made me laugh because a lot of these Jordan fans, Jay, they like to discredit LeBron for all longevity and all he's doing right now is stat padding. But here comes my point again, because I know that Matthew doesn't care about those Wizards years. He only cares about the 13 years that he played in Chicago. And many of those times, you know, he lost in the first round. But, you know, at the end of the day, Matthew, we both know what LeBron has been doing for the last few years is greatness. While whatever he was doing, I saw this funny meme that Jordan had yellow eyes at 41 while LeBron is doing this. It just shows you, Matthew, that longevity is king. And that's why LeBron is the GOAT, Tom Brady's the GOAT, and my point stands still.
Longevity to do what exactly, J-Rod? To do what exactly?
He won. He's been a 4-time champion with, I believe, 4 MVPs.
Yep, and the last championship came. Wait, what year we in? We're in 2026.
2020.
It came in 2020. That was 6 years ago.
Right. And my question to you, Matthew, is, you know, did Jordan ever make the playoffs when he was with the Wizards?
No.
No.
Oh,
he
but
didn't.
I think every single time that LeBron has been, has the Lakers missed the playoff?
Yeah, they missed.
Yeah, they did once.
They missed the first year he was there, I think.
Oh, but I think that was caused because of a groin injury.
Wait, they
no?
missed the first year. And what about the Russell Westbrook and Carmelo Anthony year? I'm
Okay,
not
but
sure.
you can't. Okay, this is your problem because you say one thing and then all of a sudden it's this and that. You said it from the start that Russell Westbrook is the reason why these teams are collapsing. So now you can't tell me that it was because of.
I think LeBron. Wait a minute. I think LeBron, being the great mind that he is, the great basketball IQ, is he the smartest player ever? He said, "Rob Pelinka, I want Russell Westbrook on my team.
Right.
I want Russ. I want Russ as my point guard."
Listen,
I
Matt.
think they were going to collapse.
So I have a question, Matt. So one of the things that people praise Michael Jordan on is competitive spirit, right? That's what they love about Kobe Bryant. Don't you think that LeBron James saying that he's a little bit better than Michael Jordan is something that a competitive basketball player would say?
Just let it speak for it. Let your game speak for itself. If you truly think that, I don't gotta go on and do interviews and do podcasts and say, "Oh, these are the reasons why I'm the GOAT." Jordan doesn't do that.
At the end of the day, Jay, this clown, whatever he's saying is not true because Jordan, if he was in this era, Jordan would love the publicity. He would love the media on him. He will be saying
he can be in this era if he wants to be. I see Ric Flair goes out and does podcasts and does everything he wants.
One of them is 60 years old, the other one is 41, bro. Like that's not our problem. That's not what we're here for. We're here for what LeBron James said, Matthew. So what's your final opinion on that? What he said today?
Look, it shouldn't be an insult, Jay, to say that LeBron is the second greatest player of all time, but to Raph and many others.
You and Skip Bayless have him at 9. You have him at 9.
I don't have him at 9. No, let's just skip. LeBron is the second greatest player ever, and it shouldn't be an insult. But if you say
I
that to
don't take it.
LeBron fans, Rap is like, whoa, time out.
No. So Jay, I think that for us, well, okay, I'm a LeBron guy, but I'm not necessarily the biggest fan. But what I've heard from those big LeBron fans, right, is that they don't like that Jordan fans, for no reason, ever want to hear that LeBron even has a shot at it, right?
That's my problem.
What we're trying to say is that LeBron has a general case, a
That's my
real
problem.
case,
Yeah.
better than anyone else in history.
Yeah.
LeBron is the only one who can argue with LeBron, with Jordan fans that, oh, which one is the GOAT, right?
Yeah.
And at the end of the day, listen, it's going to be an OG battle versus new school, or like
Mhm.
LeBron haters versus non-haters, right? I think that at the end of the day, it might stay 1A, 1B, and that's fine. If it's one or two for either or, that's fine for me. But I'm going to stay on the LeBron side now. Like,
I think the NBA should have a registered vote and let fans vote who's the GOAT every
Jordan's
year.
Jordan
Every
voted for
year.
Biden. Jordan voted for Biden. You're gonna see those ghost votes coming out of nowhere, bro.
Oh, yeah,
Those
yeah.
Bannon votes, bro.
LeBron has that. I think LeBron has passed Jordan in terms of if they did a vote nationwide of
Honestly,
all
I
the
don't think
fans. I think
so.
LeBron has passed. I think LeBron has
Honestly, I
passed
don't think so, bro. I still
Yeah,
think Jordan might take it.
because I think
I
the
don't.
younger
Yeah,
generation, like 20 and below, everybody's LeBron
they
James.
they don't know
Those people,
LeBron.
they'll put like fucking LaMelo Ball and shit like that. They'll be fucking around. You know what I mean? Nah, but that's my problem too, Raph. My problem is that it's the fact that LeBron doesn't have a case. Like, yeah, he does. He does have a case, and they just try to dismiss it. Like, oh, he's number two, but there's like no argument. There's definitely an argument for him to be in the GOAT. But this is the discussion that will never, ever end. We're gonna be
Yes,
in our
yeah.
60s arguing about this.
Yes, it's
LeBron,
never
maybe
gonna.
maybe LeBron can win another ring here. Maybe LeBron
Would that
can.
change your opinion?
No, it wouldn't.
Yeah,
It
yeah.
would not.
It would make him the GOAT for you.
No, I got to see how he does. But
See,
yeah, it'd
Oh,
be
so that
well.
is
Okay, if he's averaging 10 points a game in the finals, I mean, am I supposed and Luca averaging 40? Am I supposed to say, LeBron, great job, you're the GOAT now? I don't think so.
I have a feeling, boys, that this discussion will come up again in the future. Obviously,
Yep.
Michael Jordan and LeBron James, greatest
I
to
should
say
have
in
put
sports
I should
history.
have Raph James today. Matthew told me.
Okay, boys, moving on to the NBA playoffs, the first round. Still got a couple of games here, a couple of series wrapped up. So we're just going to go by each one by one, starting with the Boston versus the 76ers. Boston's up 3-2, playing Thursday in in Philly. We'll start with you, Raph. Do the Boston Celtics wrap it up and pack the 76ers up?
Sadly, I am a Tyrese Maxey guy. Matt knows this, but I think that it's over. It was Boston in six. I think I did predict Boston in six if we're gonna go back to the streams, but
Aaron,
you know it's Jason Tatum in Philly. He's just insane. You know how we talk about LeBron toe? Yeah, they're gonna start saying Jaded Delphia or something like that soon, bro. But yeah, I think that this series is over. It was a nice, effort, and I think that people should credit Embiid more than they're going to credit him for, because obviously he hasn't made a conference finals yet. But for what Embiid is doing is insane, especially with his last surgery. They came back earlier, but no, this is. I think they take it. I think they take care of it. Even if they go back to Boston too in Game 7, I think Boston has that.
Matt?
Yeah, Jay, I do think it goes to 7. I think
Okay.
Philadelphia wins tomorrow. And B, right, struggled in that first game, but his first game back, but yesterday he was phenomenal. Dropped 33 on him. Maxey and Paul George and Quinn and Grimes, great defender. And they're all doing their thing. They all did their thing yesterday. And I think going back to Philly, they got some momentum. I think Maxey's gonna have a great game. And I think it goes to 7, but 7 in Boston, I will say the Celtics win. But great series so far.
Yeah, great series. Better than most of us expected it. Moving on, staying on the East, let's move on to our New York Knicks taking control after being down 2-1 in the series. Game is tomorrow as well. Knicks up 3-2, going to Atlanta. Matt, do our New York Knicks finally seal the deal after giving us some heartache in the first couple of games?
Let me say it in the words of Raf. Knicks in 6. Knicks in 6. Jay, we had Knicks in 5.
We did.
And we were down 2-1 and CJ McCollum was killing us, but that run is over. We all know CJ wasn't that guy. He
Never
had
was.
6 points yesterday, shot 3 of 12 from the field. Pathetic. That's the CJ McCollum I know from his days in Portland. Knicks will win this game tomorrow handily. Jalen Brunson will have another big game. Knicks in 6.
Raph?
Matthew said it best. It's in 6, bro. I've had no doubt. When you guys were down 2-1, I said all calm on the Western Front. I said it's fine. They got all their wins they needed. Listen, the Hawks, their wins came off flukes. Let's be honest. They won 1-point games. Knicks have won, blowouts, Listen, this series should have been a gentleman's sweep. Knicks were playing with their food. But, yeah, like Matt said, I think we're going to get another great performance from JB. I think we're going to get a dagger, actually, Matthew, like he did against Portland. I mean, not Portland. Against Detroit last year. That he's going to hit the dagger and on to Boston.
Yeah, maybe the series should have been over sooner, but hopefully the Knicks wrap it up and we can move on to the second round. Moving on to probably the most surprising series, Detroit and Orlando. Orlando up 3-1. They're actually playing right now. Looks like Detroit might take this game up by 5. The Pistons, though, looking kind of exposed against the AFC Orlando Magic. We're going to start with Raph here, who's been calling the Detroit Pistons fraud this whole season. Raph, would you like to take a victory lap, or do you think that the Pistons can make a comeback?
Well, we just saw a 47-point game from Cade Cunningham. Arguably, he's going to be his best game, and they only won by 5. Ooh, not looking good for the number 1 seed there. But, yeah, listen, regardless of this series, Jay, you should never be going to Game 7 against our Orlando Magic team that was 1 game away from firing the coach. They don't even have a real point guard. They have a bunch of shooting guards. But, listen, Cade has no other option. So you got to do what you got to do. Go for 50 every game. But, listen, these type of offenses get exposed quickly in the playoffs. And I knew that Detroit was going to get exposed real quick. I would like for them to get a potential Devin Booker in the offseason. That would be nice for a little second option for Cade. But, yeah, regardless, I think that even if they do advance and they come back from 3-1, congratulations. It's the Orlando Magic. And they would face who? The winner of the Cavs and the Raptors? I would have the Raptors over them, too. I think the Detroit are a bunch of frauds.
Wow. Matt.
This obviously this series surprised us all. I won't, maybe not Raph, but it definitely surprised me. I didn't think I thought the Pistons were gonna win in 5 or 6 games. I still think they're able to come back in this series. Raph, you mentioned Cade had a great game today. 45, 47 points. Paolo on the other side had 45 points. So they went back and forth all night. But I think Detroit just has a little bit more experience. So I think it will be Detroit in 7.
Very, very interesting series. Going 7 games would be insane, but it looks like Detroit has no option, or they're going to probably chalk the season up as a failure. Moving on to Cleveland versus Raptors right now. I hope I'm reading this correctly. Am I reading 103-100 at the end of the third quarter?
Yes.
That is a crazy high scoring game.
Wait, but
Yeah.
Raph told me that this era of the NBA is not the easiest to score in. But
This
what
is
do
like
I
an
know?
all-star game from the back in the day. Holy cow. The series is tied 2-2. Kind of another surprise. Nobody thought the Raptors would make any noise, but really playing Cleveland tight. Matt, who do you see taking this series, and who do you want to actually see in the next round?
Yeah. The Cavs were up 2-0, and we thought, well, that's it, it's over. Send the Raptors packing. and they didn't give up, and they're up here in this game now. I think the Cavs though still pull it out. We'll see. I think they're able to win this game. I think they win the next game for sure, and it'll be Cavs in six. But yeah, good fight from the Raptors. So we'll see. We'll see what happens though.
Right?
No, I actually have this series going to 7. I think that this is a grit and grind series right now. Um, listen, I don't even know why I picked the Cavs, but I guess I have to stay with them. But from now on, any team that employs James Harden, I'm never going to look their way again. Never again. Jesus Christ.
Somebody
You,
said he
you,
put James Harden in Toronto, bro. That's terrible.
my God, this is embarrassing. But no, I think that whoever wins is going to win in Game 7, and that will be in Cleveland. So, yeah, I'll go Cavs in 7. I'll go
Cavs
Cavs in 7.
Yeah, very more contested in the first round than a lot of playoff series. But then let's move on to our first series that was wrapped up in the West: Spurs versus Trailblazers. Spurs win 4-1. Wemby having injury early, but was able to survive it. What opinion do you have now, Raf, of the Spurs after taking care of business against the Trailblazers?
You know, when he got injured, actually, I was a little of a trash talker to the Spurs. I'm like, I don't think they're that good without him. And you know, they ended up losing the game that he actually got injured, and they actually won the next game without him. But you know, I just think that this is a young, hungry team that sadly is going to lose to an experienced OKC team. But next year, when they have this is a perfect way to get experience. Obviously, they're going to get a lot of experience here, and they would face who next? Who's from the
Face
West?
Minnesota or
Or the
Denver.
Nuggets, yeah.
Yeah, regardless, I think that either or they would beat. So this is going to be great. I do think they're going to lose in the conference finals against the Thunder, but I think that it's going to be a great showing from Wemby, and obviously next year can be even bigger. But I like what I'm seeing from Dylan Harper, Stephon Castle, not necessarily De'Aaron Fox. I've never been a De'Aaron Fox guy. I think that he's like he's good, but never the amount of money he got. And eventually, if we do get expensive draft, I think that there will be the team that lets him go. But I think I like what I'm seeing from Dylan Harper, Stephon Castle, and obviously Wemby.
Yeah. The Spurs didn't really show me, give me anything to say I'm higher on them than before. I mean, we all expected them to win this series, and the little scare early on with Wemby being concussed, but they were still able to win in 5 games. They just have a lot of depth on their team, and they showed that in this series as well. And yeah, like Ross said, I think they'll be advancing to the conference finals, whoever they play against in the next round.
So let's talk about the next round for them. Either their opponents will be the Minnesota Timberwolves or the Denver Nuggets. Denver being down 3-1, but winning their last game, making it 3-2. Matt, these are my Nuggets. I'm the yoke guy, but I'm not gonna lie. For some reason, when it comes to Minnesota, I don't know if it's the logo he gets scared of. I don't know what it is, but he's being locked up by Rudy Gobert. Do you give the Denver Nuggets any chance of winning this series with Anthony Edwards being out, or is it clips for Jokic and the Nuggets?
Fortunately, Jay, I do give the Nuggets a chance to win this series. I think they do come back and win this series in 7 games. Just heartbreaking for the Timberwolves, losing Ant, losing DiVincenzo. I mean, what do you really want them to do? Credit to Julius Randle, played good yesterday, Raf.
Shout out
But
Julius.
it's just
Don't
not,
rap me. Don't rap me when you talk about him. Please
you
don't
know,
rap me.
credit to AO in the game before. He played great, but there's just I just don't think they have enough, and I think Yoke and the Nuggets turn up and they take this in 7.
Okay.
Yeah, I agree with Matt. And credit to you guys for convincing me that this series is closer because I honestly thought that they were going to take care of it, even with Ant and Dante healthy. But listen, Jokic, that's your guy, Jay. He was getting exposed, getting locked up.
You're locked up, bro.
He was shooting tour dates, but yeah, this definitely it's going to 7. I think they're going to win it, and they're going to move on to the semifinals to face
The Spurs.
Spurs. Yep.
If he's the Spurs.
What a
Right.
shame, Raf.
I hope you guys are right. Shame it is by Anthony Edwards. I hate to see it, but it would have been a harder conversation talking about him being the greatest center if you got bounced in the first round. Let's move on to an earlier guy we were talking about, Raf's GOAT. The Los Angeles Lakers up 3-1 against the
Mm.
Rockets. Could have been a sweep, but then gave up the game against the Rockets. Lakers play tonight at 10 o'clock. Raf, this is your guy. Still no Luca. Do the Lakers finish off the Rockets tonight?
Yeah, I think that it was one of those games in Game 4 that obviously you would like to sweep them, but necessarily, you're not trying to let off everything that you have, and you kind of like were relaxing. Not giving them excuses because obviously you can always go for a sweep, but I don't think that the Lakers really gave it their all in Game 4. And the Rockets obviously knew that they couldn't get swept, and obviously from now they're going to be playing with their backs against the wall. But in total, I think that they do take care of it tonight with Austin Reeves coming back. And like Matt said, Lakers in 5.
It's in 5.
Yep. Jay, the Houston Rockets, a court docket or my empty pockets. It's always been Lakers in 5, Skip. Yeah, pathetic performance from the Lakers last game, but that's fine. LeBron was shooting tour dates there too, Raf, but that's fine. There
One's
were,
41 years old, one's in his prime, but continue.
the Rockets haven't had KD all series except for a game, but that's fine, Raf. Lakers will win this game tonight. I think pretty handily. They will move on.
LeBron James winning a playoff round 1 game, insane. But probably death waiting for them in the next round for as the only team to have swept in the first round. The defending champs OKC absolutely demolishing the Phoenix Suns. Matt, did this domination of this round make you more confident in OKC or less confident or no change in your opinion?
You know what it is, Jay? I had the Nuggets going to the finals, and this series that they're playing in right now doesn't really make me feel confident. Even if they come back and win it, it's like, well, I mean, it could just be the Timberwolves thing, but Aaron Gordon has been out and in and out of the lineup, so I think the Thunder, they're just the favorites. They're just the favorites at this point, and they killed the Suns every game. I mean, we didn't really think there was a chance there. But yeah, the Thunder is just that good, and they should be favored in every series they play.
Raf?
Yeah. I think that even though Spurs did beat them in the regular season convincingly, I don't think it's going to be enough. I think experience is going to play a big factor in this, and I think that OKC ends up going back to the finals. I would definitely like a Knicks versus Thunder finals, but I don't know. I'm still torn between Celtics and Knicks right now. That I don't necessarily know who's going to face the Thunder, but I think Thunder are pretty much a lock for the West.
No chance for your Lakers, Rev? Luca and AR come back. We get some magic going.
I told you from the start, from when we first started this podcast in general, like when we first started back in 2025, that depth is the new king in the NBA. It's not about star power; it's about who has the most depth.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
OKC has the best depth in the league.
Yeah. No, agreed.
Okay.
OKC showing their dominance in the NBA, looking like nobody can stop them right now. We will see in the second round of the NBA playoffs. Switching gears a little bit, heading into the WWE, talking about the main story going on, the OTC getting choked out by the Samoan Werewolf on Monday Night Raw this past Monday, having a promo off, basically saying Jacob that he wasn't ready and he needs to get out his ring, and Jacob did not take that too kindly. Matt, question to you is: do you think there's any chance that the Jacob wins the world title from Roman Reigns at Backlash?
Ralph, I'd love to see it, but unfortunately, no, it's not. I'm enjoying the story between the two so far. I was really intrigued, and they're doing great. I know the AC in Texas on Monday wasn't working, and they had Roman Reigns dripping and Jacob Fatu completely drenched in sweat. I think it made the the segment more impactful that way. So I kind of like that. But yeah, no chance for Fatu. But I think the biggest shock, J Rod, was that Fatu said, Roman, I'll see you next week. Full time Roman. I mean, 3 weeks in a row.
It's
He is here to
crazy.
stay.
Raph, any chance of maybe like an Uso betrayal that costs Roman the title after only holding it for a month?
Not yet, not yet. They already certified themselves as the first family. No betrayal, not yet. I think Jacob falls back in line. Easy win for Roman. But we're gonna see the best Samoan versus Samoan match ever in WWE history. I think
Yeah.
so.
Yeah, it's gonna be great seeing them fight. Hopefully, they show Jacob Fatu not totally get squashed in this match. Hopefully, he gets some
No.
offense in and actually takes Roman to the
We're not like Cody, you know. We don't
squash people, bro. Stop saying that. That's a ridiculous
we're not
statement.
we're gonna elevate Jacob, bro.
Speaking of ridiculousness,
Oh my
the
god.
New York Mets.
Mm.
So Matt, in
Yep.
Queens, there's a little stadium called City Field you can go to to go
Mhm.
watch the New York Mets play.
Yep.
Apparently, there's a rumor out there that it's cheaper to go watch those guys play baseball than get a meal from Taco Bell. Now, the average meal at Taco Bell is $11.99, maybe $12 if you get a large. Okay, so that means that these tickets are less than $12. So Matt, my question to you is: would you rather get a chicken chalupa or go see Juan Soto bat for the New York Mets?
Jay, I think I'd rather get a chicken chalupa because who wants to sit in City Field and watch the Mets play here as they are losing 14-2 right now to the Washington Nationals, Raf. 14-2. Juan Soto with, of course, a meaningless home run. Another stat padding for him.
It was not meaningless, Matthew. It was 2-1 when he hit the home run. It was 2-1, man.
Yep, and the end result ends in 14-2. How does that work out? It ends up looking like garbage. Just
Basura.
pathetic, J Rod. The Mets are gonna drop to 10-20 here. It's not looking good for that team in City Field right now.
So Raf, I will give you some hope. I do believe that this has something to do with the newly announced tables that are going to be happening in the Queens Casino that might have affected prices. People are probably really excited to go gamble, so maybe the New York Mets are panicking and trying to drop ticket prices. But how does it feel to know that you can get a Baja Blast and that'll be more expansive than going to the Mets game?
Well, we're the worst team right now in baseball. It's fine. It's only 30 games we play. There's 132 games. Well, 131 games now when we lose. It's fine for now. It's fine for now. Everyone is doing the jokes. LOL Mets. It's completely fine. Well, do I think they're going to turn it around? I don't know. I don't necessarily like the construction of this team. And Matt knows that Matt can also agree with me that we're not big on firing the manager because he wasn't the one who constructed the team. He just has to put lineups and change pitchers. But let's be honest, Matt, this roster construction was not good. And I think that, if anything, the one that should go is David Stearns, Matt. But
Oh, wait, that's the same guy that Raf was excited about when the Mets hired him. J Rod, he was like, oh, wow, David Stearns, look what he did in Milwaukee for the Brewers. He had them in the playoffs every year. Yep.
I do remember that. But then I also remember that he's actually a baseball nerd that doesn't know how to spend money for real. So it's like,
Exactly. So how does that make sense even hiring him? You hired a small market general manager for a big market team.
Probably
That
one of the
doesn't make
biggest
sense.
markets.
if
That's
not the
just-
biggest. Yeah.
Yeah. So
Recipe for
But
disaster.
it's right, Raf. You're saying it's still early. The Mets can turn it around. I'm pretty sure those ticket prices were going to skyrocket in the next couple months. By the way, Matt, to buy one New York Knicks ticket, it would cost. You can buy 40 Knicks tickets. So just keep that in mind.
I did see those prices. Yes, that's true.
Yeah. So boys, I figure we do blind ranking of 5 things, and then I'll give you guys do you know ball quiz.
Okay.
I think it's
All right.
I think it's 10 questions each that I think will challenge you and things you should know. Okay,
Oh,
if you're gonna
God.
acquire, it's about some of your favorite players, so you guys should know this stuff. Okay.
Okay.
So we'll do a blind ranking. You guys are gonna work together on this. The topic is worst/embarrassing moments in the NBA. Okay.
Okay.
So the first one I'm gonna give you guys.
So we have to agree.
Yeah, this one you have to agree on. Okay. So this is a classic. We're gonna take it back to Game 1 in I believe it was the 2017 Finals, where LeBron James is
Slipped.
carrying the Cleveland Cavaliers on his back, and there is a free throw that is shot, and it's missed. And J.R. Smith gets the rebound, and he has a chance to put up the layup, and for some reason he dribbles it out and dribbles the clock out. They end up losing that game and get swept in the process. Where would you put that moment? 1 through 5.
That's up there, Rav. That's. I mean, we don't think the Cavs would have won that series really with Katie and the Warriors there, but that game was close and they had a chance to steal game 1. That was up there. I mean, that's iconic. And I never forget the interview after the game with LeBron with he had like a black kind of tux on with shorts. And the ladies asking him, the guys asking him, LeBron, do you know if he knew the score?
And he got
LeBron just got up and walked away. I'll never forget that. That was all time. We gotta I need Rap to recreate that for me one day.
I got you.
I'll put. I think that's like, no, that's 2 or 3.
I'll put it at 1, Matt, but I'll go 2.
You go. Let's
go
do
2.
2. Let's do 2.
2? Okay. Yes, probably a really embarrassing moment in the NBA. We're gonna move on to. It depends how you look at it. It could be an amazing moment, but the other person is embarrassing. The posterized dunk that LeBron James did to Jason Terry on the alley.
Ooh.
Okay.
Nah.
It's
It's LeBron. I'll put it at 5, man. I'll put it at 5. If you, I rewatched that play a lot, and if anything, that's hard effort and good effort from Jason Terry. But it's just like you got caught.
Good effort. He spun around a couple times. Chalmers, Cole, James. That was all time.
That was all time. No, I'm saying it's not really
Nah.
the worst moment, but it's pretty embarrassing for Jason Terry.
And he just got stared down. That was. Oh my God.
I'll put it at 4, man. I'll put it at 4.
I'll go 4. I'll go 4.
4?
I'm cool
All
with that.
All right,
That's
we
the
got
goal.
2 for
That's the
taken.
goal.
All right.
Let me know what Matt's doing from. Let me know what the hell is Matthew gonna do there.
I need
Next.
J-Rod to posterize Cam like that one.
That's what I want to do when I get a copy, bro. I want you to add it to me. I'm just gonna. Next embarrassing moment. We're gonna talk about the Warriors blowing a 3-1 lead to the Cleveland Cavaliers.
Whoa.
That's pretty embarrassing. It's never happened. First time ever in history that a 3-1 lead was blown in the finals. Curry, Draymond, the recently divorced Klay Thompson.
Go ahead and put it out. Go ahead, put it at 1, Matt.
No, we can go 3. I mean, it was an all-time collapse, and Steph Curry choked his guts out in that Game 7. J-Rod, I remember that. I'll put it at 3. Put it at 3.
All right. So you got 1 and 5 left.
Got 1 and 5.
Okay. So here's the next one. Let's go to the other side of the coin. Miami losing to Dallas in 2011.
Arguably LeBron's only time that he was at fault, by the way. Only time he was at fault. But Matt doesn't want to talk about that.
LeBron and Wade and them were there laughing at Dirk, who was sick in that series. And then Dirk says, "Oh yeah, watch this."
Great moment.
I'm putting that at 1, Rafa. I'm not sure.
I'll put it at 1.
All right. So 1, you have Miami losing to Dallas in 2011. At 2, you have J.R. Smith smacked. 3, You had the Warriors blow a 3-1 lead. 4, you had the Jason Terry, and 5, Kevin Durant goes to Golden State.
That's fine. That's fine.
Yeah.
It's fine. Yeah, it's good. It's good.
All right, guys. Now that you have worked together, now it's time to be enemies again. Here we are. Y'all ready for this? Y'all ready to
Yep.
lock in? Putting bread on this.
Eh.
All right, here we go. Ready? So the first 5 questions are gonna be NBA. All right.
Okay.
Here we go. Raph, here's your first question. Lights drop down. Pretty simple one. How many rings does Shaq have?
Shaq. Did he ever 3P with Kobe? Or did he double back to back? I think he 3P'd with Kobe and then one with Miami. Did he 3P though? Or was that a back to back? 4.
That is correct. 4 is the answer.
Nice.
That's 1 point for Raph.
Here we go.
Matt, similar ballpark. How many rings does D Wade have?
All right, Dwayne Wade. He has 3.
That is correct. Dwayne Wade does have 3 rings. All right,
Yes.
boys, 1-1. Very nice, very nice. All right, this is about your favorite player. Raph,
Okay.
what year did LeBron win his first title?
2012.
That is correct. Do you know what team he beat? You don't have to answer that.
Oklahoma City Thunder.
That is correct.
How many games?
They did it in 5.
Yes, sir.
They did it in 5.
The Young Bucks in OKC, bro.
All right, Matt. You gotta live up to your last name. When did MJ win his first NBA title?
Oh wait,
When did
that's
Jordan? When did Jordan win his first NBA title? All right. I'm gonna say. Okay, let's do. 390. All right, I'm gonna say 91.
That is correct. Do you know what
Yes.
team did he beat? You don't have to
Can I
get this
get-
right. This is
Can I
your
get bonus points? Because Matt's not gonna know this. Can I get bonus points, bro?
What team did he beat? Okay. Portland. No.
Do you know who he beat, Raph?
In 91,
Yeah.
The Lakers?
Lakers.
Yeah.
Okay.
He beat the Lakers. Yeah.
Showtime.
Big Showtime.
That was old time by then.
All right, Raph. Here's a multiple choice
So
question.
it doesn't count,
Huh?
right, Matt? It doesn't count.
No, he got it right. I was just asking.
No. I'm talking about Jordan's legacy. If it's old time, it doesn't count, right?
Yeah.
Oh, of
Does it
course
count?
it counts.
Oh,
They're still good enough.
Okay.
All right, Raph, you have a multiple choice question. Now, guys, I did this based on your favorite players. So if you guys don't know this, this is y'all fault. You can't get mad at me. Okay? A multiple choice, so you have some options here, Raph, okay? How many
Gotcha.
threes has Steph Curry hit in his career? Okay? Here are your options. Listen carefully, okay? You have 4,108. You have 4,248. You have 3,989. Or you have 4,375.
Okay, he got Allen's record in 2022. I'm gonna go with D.
4,375. Sorry, Raph, that is incorrect.
Yes.
Matt, do you want to take a guess just for funsies?
What were the other 3?
So the other 3 was 4,108. Then you have 4,248, and you have 3,989. Excuse me.
Let's go with the biggest. I'll say B.
4,248. That is
Yeah.
correct. 4,248. All right, Raph. Sorry, Matt. This is for you. Where does Derrick Rose rank on the all-time Bulls scoring list? You have multiple choice. You have
Oh,
multiple choice.
okay.
Does he rank 6th, 7th, 11th, or 13th?
Oh boy. Let's see. Eric Rose. Oh man. What a question, Jay. Jay went in the bag for this one.
I was like, I was thinking of like all your favorite players. I was like, all right, I think that's a good one.
Shit.
You said 6, 7, 10, or 13?
6th, 7th, 11th, or 13th?
11th or 13th. Let's go. Man. All right. Let's see. Let's go 7th.
7th. That is incorrect. Raph, would you like to take a guess?
11.
11th is correct.
Oh, fuck.
Fun
This guy
fact.
thinks Derrick Rose is a messiah or something, bro.
Fun
No.
fact. I tried to do all-time scoring lists, but Derrick Rose didn't qualify because he didn't score enough in his career. So
Now this J Rod's got jokes tonight.
no, I'm being dead ass. Like I tried to do all the time and I couldn't do it. It wouldn't.
What a
rank.
comedian.
All right, boys, you guys still at 2-2. You both got that question wrong. All right, we're gonna switch it up a little bit. Raph, who is the all-time leader in blocks?
Is it Hakeem or is it the can be? Hakeem.
That is correct. It is Hakeem
Nice,
Olajuwon.
nice.
Matt Rod Jordan.
Oh
Who is
god.
the all-time leader in free throw percentage?
All right. Free throw
Let's go.
percentage.
Yep.
Raph, is it Wardell?
It
Is
is
it Stephen Curry?
Wardell Stephen
Okay.
Curry with 91% for a career.
I figure because every time I look, he does. Or actually, no. Every time I'm not watching, he makes them. But when I watch, he misses one. Oh,
All right, boys, we got a little bit of a fun one. We're gonna do a back and forth. Okay, so that's
Okay.
how it's gonna work. I'm gonna give you a category, and one by one, starting with Raph, you're going to name a player that fits that category. You guys have 10 seconds to go back and forth. I will be counting here. If you want to challenge somebody thinking that they got it wrong, you can. But if you are incorrect, that person gets the point. Make sense?
okay.
Okay. So the category is active players in the league that have a ring. That's all players.
Oh,
Bench
God.
players, stars, all that. Remember, you have 10-second intervals. I'll keep track of it. Starting with Raph. Ready, set, go.
Drew Holiday.
LeBron James,
Klay Thompson.
Wardell,
Draymond.
Kevin Durant,
Tatum.
Jaylen Brown.
Stop copying, bro. Kawhi Leonard.
Looney.
Fred Van Vliet.
Shea Gilgeous Alexander.
Jokic.
Bro, nigga just stole mine. Chet Holmgren.
Okay, J-Dub.
J Dub. What are we doing? Al Horford.
Giannis.
Moses Moody. I'm going with Jobbers.
Okay. Kaminga.
Goodness. Aaron Gordon.
Did I already say Jamal Murray, Jay?
No, Jamal Murray's good.
You said okay, so Jamal Murray, Bruce Brown
Tell me the team that he played for.
on the Nuggets.
All right.
Okay.
Yeah, I think your math's right.
All right. Did I already say Clay?
Yeah,
Yeah.
you said Clay already.
Dirk White with the Celtics.
Oh,
Okay.
he did, okay.
Did you say Giannis? Was Giannis?
Yes.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Oh my God, Chris Middleton.
Nice. Okay. DeAndre Jordan didn't win with him. Okay, I'm gonna say DeAndre Jordan with the Nuggets.
Yeah, he did win.
DeAndre Jordan was on the Nuggets. Oh
Yeah,
my
he
God.
did.
You can challenge. You can challenge.
I'll leave Christian Braun.
I want to challenge that.
Go ahead.
What
Go
was
ahead.
it? What was the name?
Christian Braun, the Nuggets. He had to, yeah.
Wasn't he drafted in 24? No, he's right. He's right. I lost.
Yo, I can think of the
Yup, he
recent
won as
ones.
a rookie in 2023. Matt gets the
All right.
point. All right, so in this round, Matt ended up with 4 points. Raph ended up with 3. All right, move on to the next 5 questions. This is gonna be the NFL, boys.
Oh God.
Ah,
All right, Raph, your first question. We always
Tom
talk
Brady.
we always talk about
Oh.
these guys. We have massive respect for their craft. Not this guy only on the field, but off the field when he talks. So tell me, how many Super Bowls does Shannon Sharp have, Raph?
2.
That is incorrect. He has 3 rings, 2 with the Broncos.
Yeah, 2 with the Broncos and 1 with the Ravens.
Ravens.
Yeah.
Incorrect.
That's Hall of
Matt,
Famer Shannon.
I got
Sharp.
another tight end question. I got a tight end question for you. How many rings does Tony Gonzalez have?
One.
That is incorrect. Tony Gonzalez
Oh,
has 0
0.
rings. Yeah,
I was trying
zero.
to think. Was he ever? Yeah. Was he ever on nine?
No,
Bro, I remember-
unfortunately, he wasted his way.
Yeah, he
to
wasted
Kansas City.
away.
Yeah.
I remember he was in a Skip and Shannon episode once, and Shannon was like, "Wait, how many rings do you have?" Because I'm over here thinking about mine.
All right, Raph. Now we're gonna hit one of your goats.
Uh-oh.
What team did Tom Brady get his first playoff win against?
Holy Christ!
Oh my
Come on,
god.
these are your goats. You should know this information.
Okay, so oh my god. Wait, Jets.
No chance.
Nope. It was against. You want to take a guess, Matt?
All right. When did the
2001.
2001, but how the hell?
one though? So that was the 1-2 season. All right. Was the Tucker stuff in that first thing? I don't. On that first run, because I know that was like divisional round, but I don't know if that was the first one. I'll say the Raiders.
That's
Was it
correct.
the
It
Raiders?
was
Yes!
the Raiders.
Raiders.
So I don't know if that was
Really?
his second run or his first one.
All right, Matt. So you know the GOAT's first win, but how about this one? Do you know Matt Stafford's first ever career win? What team he beat?
Stafford's first ever career win. I don't know. I'll say the Bears.
Ooh, so close. The Bears. He actually beat the Bears when he first joined the Rams. That was the first team he beat.
Yeah, that's
was
why
not-
I just.
It was the Browns. He beat the Browns. Of course he did.
Okay.
Okay. 2-0. Both 0-2, guys. It's all right, though. These are tough questions. I'm throwing some hard balls at you. Pause. Raph. I'm going to give you 45 seconds, okay?
Whoa.
Oh my god.
Hold on. Let me get my timer out. All I need from you is to name 5 receivers that caught a ball from Tom Brady. Go.
Edelman, Chris Hogan. Can I say Gronkowski?
Yes.
Gronkowski, Amendola, Antonio Brown.
There we go.
Yeah,
Very
that's-
nice. Very nice.
That's the easiest questions ever.
All right, Matt. 45 seconds. Same question for you, but for Stafford, go.
Okay, Stafford. Let's go. Calvin Johnson. Let's go. Golden Tate. Let's go Cooper Cup. Let's go Puka Nakua. Let's go Robert Woods.
Boom. Okay, guys. Guys, like I should have been that shit 20 seconds. Put more pressure. I didn't think y'all would get that fast. All right, guys.
Wait.
We're going
Robert Woods, man.
From Stafford?
from Stafford.
From
Yeah.
Yeah, the
that
first
was-
year he was there with him, but
that
then he
was the
got
same
hurt. He
year
tore his
with-
ACL, and then
Okay,
Odell
okay.
signed.
And Odell got signed. Yeah.
Because I thought the timelines didn't like mesh.
Nah,
You
he
told
got-
me Raph was telling me Robert Woods should have been the wide receiver 1, J-Rod, over Cooper Cup. I'll never forget this. I will never forget this.
I said that. I know.
All right, boys. Question number 4. Some history.
Okay.
Raph, who has the most rushing touchdowns in NFL history?
Rushing. Is it Adrian Peterson?
That is incorrect. Matt, you want to take a shot?
Is it? Damn, that's short. Most rushing touchdowns. I don't know. I was gonna say Frank Gore. He's like third or something. I don't know. Landanian Tomlinson.
Emmett Smith for the Dallas
Emmett
Cowboys.
Smith.
He has the most rushing touchdowns. This might be a tough one for you, Matt. Who has the most sacks in NFL history?
Okay. Most sacks in NFL history. I don't know. Lawrence Taylor.
Ooh, he's second all time.
Ah.
You want to take a guess?
Is it a well-known player or no?
Yeah, he's pretty. He's pretty. If you know like the ends, yeah. He's an old guy. He's an older guy though.
Nah, I don't. I'm
You
not.
probably don't know him. Yeah, his name is Bruce Smith.
Smith. Okay.
Yeah, he was the leading sacks guy. All right, boys. I got a similar one from the NBA one.
Oh God.
This one might be a little tougher. We'll start with Matt on this one.
All
We're
right.
gonna talk about QBs that have played in the AFC East. So they played for the Miami Dolphins. They played for the New England Patriots, the Jets, or the Bills. They qualified. There must be a QB. Starting with Matt. Go.
Wait, so what? Name quarterbacks that played.
Just name each one by one that played in the AFC East. That played for a team in the AFC East.
So one for each team?
No, just one. Just one.
Oh,
Yeah, they
okay,
just have
let's
to be
say-
in that category.
Let's say Ryan Fitzpatrick.
Boom.
Nathan Peterman.
Boom.
Okay, Tua.
Tom Brady. I can say Tom Brady, right?
Yeah. Let's say Mark Sanchez.
Can I say Malik Willis or not yet? Not yet, Jay?
Not yet. He hasn't
All
played
right.
yet.
Josh Allen.
Geno Smith.
Aaron Rodgers.
Bryce Petty.
Zach Wilson.
Mike White.
Oh my
You said, have you said Justin Fields yet or no?
Nope.
Justin Fields.
No. Let's go whoa. Let's go oh my god, Jimmy G.
I'll go with Jacoby Brissett.
Okay. Let's say did I say Chad Pennington? I said that.
Nope.
Let's say Chad Pennington.
Can I say Joe Namath?
Yeah. Don't name it. Take it to Jets.
Okay, let's go holy Christ. Let's go Christian Hackenberg. What the fuck does Ralph know about Christian Hackenberg?
All right. Mac Jones.
Mac Jones. Okay. So let's go Mac Jones. Yo. Tyrod Taylor.
All right. I'm going to say Dan Marino.
Nice one. Nice pool.
What is happening?
There's a couple there still. They're recent
Oh
ones,
my
too.
goodness. Recent ones.
Two.
Drake
One.
May.
Oh,
I'm like,
All right.
wait, who's Mac? Who came after Mac?
All right. Who came before Mac? Cam Newton.
oh, that's a
Oh
good
my
one.
God, Cam Newton.
I'm blanking right now. I'm blanking right now, bro.
Yo,
Oh, Matt's coming down.
I'm done. I'm done. I'm cooked. I'm
Oh,
cooked.
there, good
Yo, I
congratulations,
couldn't think
bro.
of any Jets legends, bro.
Bro, Jets
I thought I
legends.
was gonna
What
lose.
about Brett Favre? What about
Brett
Aaron
Favre.
Rodgers?
He said Rodgers.
I said
He said
Rogers.
What about
Favre. Oh
I
my
didn't say
God.
Favre because I thought Matthew already said it, but he played with the Jets. Yeah.
what about Eli? No, sorry, that's AFC. What am I talking about? Yeah, it's harder than
I
it
was just thinking like post Brady, pre Brady, during Brady.
All
Shit.
right, boys. All right, so Raf gets that one. So he took 2 in this round in the NFL, but so did Matt. Sorry, Matt took 1. So actually, it's fucking tied. 1, 2, 3.
I think Matt won by 1.
4. Nah, because he got 4 in the last one, and then you got
3?
2, and he got 1, and you got 3 in the last one. So yeah, it's
Got you.
5-5.
Oh shit.
5-5.
This guy Brock over here wants to be the same thing as Roman, bro. Gee. Think of a
I'm trying
bonus.
I'm trying to think of a bonus thing we can do. We probably gotta do another back and forth.
Oh my god, bro! It's that time thing. It's the pressure, bro, on you.
Bro, I couldn't think of Jets legends, bro. Michael Vick played for the Jets. Sam Darnold. I didn't say Darnold.
Yeah, Sam Darnold.
Josh McCown.
Yeah.
Josh McCown.
Joe Flacco.
Joe Flacco. Oh my God.
Joe
What?
Flacco.
Yo, I couldn't think of these guys.
Oh man. Ryan Tannehill.
Ryan Tannehill. Wow.
Oh, the Miami Miracle, Matt.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of one.
Jeez.
What you want to do? Okay, so we did NFL one. Let's do.
Baseball?
I was gonna think of baseball. Yeah, let's do. Fuck, but I don't know. I don't know if anything about baseball. So you have to keep each other honest. To be honest.
Yeah. I promise you.
All right.
He's not gonna fool me.
All right. We'll do. Pitchers for the Mets and Yankees.
Like that played with both or just in general?
No, in general.
Nah.
Okay.
Okay. No. We'll do this.
Oh God.
Players who have played for both the Mets and the Yankees. We got to make it
Oh
a
my
little
God.
challenging because
Oh
we could
my
be here
God.
all night. Because y'all go pitches back and forth all day.
Matt, I'll start mentioning every pitcher from 15, 16, 17.
Yo,
Hold on,
y'all take
hold on.
everybody, bro.
I'm gonna get a list up.
Here we go, bro.
Ref takes literally. We're including one
All
that's
right.
on the team right now.
I can name a few on the team, yeah.
Who wants to start this one off?
I'll go first.
Go ahead.
Juan Soto.
Okay. Boom. Let's go. Robinson Cano.
Clay Holmes.
Curtis Granderson.
Devin Williams.
Luke Weaver.
Okay, Daryl Strawberry.
Okay. Let's go Jay Bruce.
Oh, okay. Then I'll go Dwight Gooden.
Wow, that's the name I literally just pulled up.
That's crazy. Let's go Bobby Abreu.
He played for the. Okay, yeah, he played for the Mets. Whoo, shit. Okay. Why am I crashing? Oh, bro, I can't think.
Oh, the clock is ticking down, Raph.
I can't.
Gary Sheffield, Yogi
Gary-
Berra.
I didn't think of your guy,
Todd
man.
Frazier, bro. Todd Frazier.
It's because you guys are obsessed with us, so that's why. You know?
Curtis Granderson.
Yeah, I said Grandy before.
Oh, you said Carlos Beltran?
Right? You just said
Beltran.
Beltran. Herson Bader.
Nah.
Those are your
Matty, you
guys.
took it. You know ball. So you think you know ball? You do. You know ball, Matt. Raph, unfortunately, you do not. Next time I'll get a better setup. I want to do like a better presentation, but yeah, I like making these questions are fun, bro. It's hard, but it's fun. And I
Yep.
swear I try not to use. I don't use AI. I swear to God, I don't use AI. That's like racist myself.
Yeah.
All right, boys. We can wrap it up a little early today.
Yep.
All right, boys. Good
Alright.
shit.
Next
Yep.
time, hopefully we take a second round of the playoffs. We'll see who's gone. Hopefully the Knicks. The Knicks are still
Nixon,
there.
Nixon 6.
Nixon
Nixon 6. Yep.
All right, boys. Catch ya.
All right. See ya.
All right, boys.